These are the trenches of Omaha Beach, 1944. But the Germans are in for a surprise. On the horizon is not the Allied forces, but rather the Galactic Empire. That's right, we're doing Stormtroopers versus World War II Stormtroopers yet again. And this time, the Stormtroopers of the Galactic Empire, along with Darth Vader and some Death Troopers, are going to be launching a massive siege invasion against the World War II German Stormtroopers defending the beaches, as well as this town in Normandy back here, going all the way up to a small bunker fortress at the top of this hill. It should be an incredibly deadly battle for both sides, and we'll see if World War II technology can beat out space-age technology in this fight. If you guys do enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, subscribe with notifications turned on, and comment down below. Now let's get into this thing. Alrighty then boys, let's go ahead and press start and get right on into this thing. We are playing this at the start in slow motion because there are a lot of Stormtroopers that are going to be coming out of these ITTs over this way and out of the AT-ATs there too. Right now AT-ST is spamming fire into the German trenches here. Ooh! Yeah, they are getting a brutal number of kills on these early Germans here. These guys were unlucky enough to be stationed at the very front lines here. But don't worry, the Germans have better defenses further back, so it will not be a complete and utter wipe on this battlefield here. More AT-STs now begin to go down. Wow, the coastal gun, which is a very hard thing to take out, by the way, when you're actually playing in the World War II era of Men of War, is already dead, so that's kind of insane right there. Of course, the Germans do have more vehicles further back. They've got a Nashorn back here, which is an anti-tank destroyer. They've also got some of these SDKs, which have some pretty nice AA turrets on them. It's not going to do a crazy amount against AT-STs or AT-ATs, but it could potentially take out some of those Imperial troop transports, aka ITTs, as well as Imperial infantry is going to have a real hard time against them. We've also got a few flak guns set up throughout the battlefield, like over here, and plenty of Pack 38s in the far back, as well as Veteran Tigers. So they are kitted out. Real quick, huge thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring this video. They have literally the best deals in gaming. I use it all the time. If you like Star Wars games, Lego Star Wars for $2. Star Wars Battlefront 2 for $9. One of my favorite Star Wars games, Jedi Knight Jedi Academy, $1.70. If you want to play the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod, Men of War Assault Squad 2, $3. Extremely popular games can be up to 99% off. Link in the description below. Thank you to Instant Gaming for sponsoring the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Let's get into the video. Oh, and there is also this SFH gun back here, which clearly is firing away at the beaches, and that could definitely get a ton of kills against the Stormtrooper Army invading right now. As we can see, AT-ST is spreading out their grenade spam, which, kills an entire squad of World War II Germans right off the rip there. Brutal, man. Absolutely brutal. Oh, we got some nice bazooka fire going out, though. The Panzerfausts are working overtime and get a really easy kill on that AT-ST, but it came a little bit late to save some of those other World War II German soldiers right there. The boys on the actual beaches somehow still alive. That is quite impressive. Let me zoom in real quick as far as we can. There we go. We can see actually a number of shore troopers up front here from the Stormtrooper Army have already died on the battlefield. I love the shore troopers, bro. Rogue One brought us the best improvements to the Imperial Army of any Star Wars movie ever. We've also, of course, got standard Stormtroopers over here. Trooper with an EE3, some E11 soldiers out here as well. They've also got some bazooka soldiers and, marksmen. They've got good variety in their troopers. There's more shore troopers back here. And then also non-canonical naval troopers, which just have a really cool blue sort of watery camo pattern to them. I like to include those guys because they're pretty sick looking. Over this way, we do have some mud troopers. There's the Death Troopers who were in charge of protecting Vader. Vader's dead. It might look like he's standing up, but that's just a glitch when Sith and Jedi die. Looks like he got hit by maybe a direct SFH shot or something along those lines and ended up perishing. So rip to Vader. The Death Troopers were not able to protect him. Can you really blame them though? Because He just got hit by artillery. There's not much you could do about that. Some flaming ITTs over here as more stormtroopers enter into the leftmost trench over this way, taking out the World War II stormtroopers over here. It seems like this area of the battlefield is doing way better than the right side, but the AT-AT mounting the beach here and coming forward along with some more AT-STs, so this side of the battlefield should also start to do better. We've got fires throughout the entire village over here. Is this SDK still alive? No, it is super dead. My goodness. But the troopers right in front of it still alive, still firing some of their Kar-98Ks, FG-42s from some stranded Luftwaffe soldiers who somehow ended up over here. Fallschirmjägers. And then, of course, there's some Panzer Grenadiers on the battlefield as well. So good variety between the two armies here. Although the back trenches are now starting to thin a decent bit. We do have a veteran Tiger tank over here firing away. That can definitely take out an AT-AT. We've seen it done in past World War II Stormtrooper versus regular Stormtrooper videos. And it can definitely happen again here, though it does take a number of shots as AT-ATs are extremely powerful. They are not something to mess around with. No, sir. And also, the Pak-38s haven't really gotten involved on the battlefield yet. This one got sniped out extremely early on, so that's discouraging for them. But there should be more, like, further back. Yeah, there's one over here. There's another veteran Tiger over this way. There's still the SFH over here. We've got another SDK AA gun over that way, so there's still plenty of defenses for the World War II Germans. This gun has serious damage to its front right there, so it's not going to be firing anymore. Ooh, grenades going out, thermal detonators going out into a little house bunker that was destroyed right there, taking out some more World War II Germans. The German army, let's see how many losses they've lost. Yellow are Germans dead, red are Imperials dead. It's about even, actually, in terms of deaths for both sides, although, obviously, the Imperial Army has lost many more vehicles, considering the fact that they had so many more attacking, and now most of them are dead. So it is going to turn into a infantry-only battle somewhat soon for the Imperial Stormtrooper Army if they're not careful, and if they don't protect their AT-ATs from going down. But there's a lot of obstacles for the AT-ATs to trip on, which is often how they end up dying in this mod, and also we've got a lot of shots going into these battle areas too. I don't really see any AT-STs left alive on the battlefield. Maybe a couple of these ITTEs are still alive and firing, but I can't quite tell. Also, many of them are flaming and not moving anywhere, so more than likely they are dead. And timber! Down goes one of the AT-ATs as it trips up on an AT-ST body right there. That could very well crush a number of these stormtroopers as well. Look at it go down! Oh, it doesn't crush them. Oh, wait, maybe, yeah, oh, it crushes that guy at the very least. And maybe that Death Trooper wasn't dead before, I couldn't tell. Oh! Kills another Death Trooper right there. Its feet might end up killing some guys over here. Ooh, just, oh, nope, it does take out a Bazooka Trooper right there. And takes out another Stormtrooper, another 2 Stormtroopers right there, going down. Mass casualty situation here, oh no. Oh, more Stormtroopers dying over here from getting crushed by the AT-AT. Okay, it's finally stopped moving, so I don't think any more deaths should happen, but way more happened than should have probably right there. Holy smokes, what a break for the World War II Germans right there. That is beautiful. They've lost their veteran Tiger over this way. Still have some Panzerschrecks over here able to fire out. MP40 Trooper going ham right over that way. They've still got a number of defenses. This Nashorn over here, super duper dead. Not good for the World War II Germans at all, but they don't really need too many more tanks. The only reason they need tanks is to take out the enemy tanks because they have plenty of infantry further on to defend if they're only going up against Imperial infantry. The problem is that AT-AT still lurking. If it survives the rest of the battle and these guys run out of tanks themselves, it will be so much harder to kill it. But they've still got the veteran Tiger over here. They've still got a Pak-38 over this way, which I'm guessing is loading HE right now and firing that out. Probably my best bet. Let's go into 2-speed here. Let's see what it's firing at. We've got some World War II Germans up front there as well firing. This thing is just not firing. All right, let's move on. it's spending so much time aiming and reloading, we can't quite see where it's firing out. These troopers, solid block of men still alive, but the problem is they're going up against Imperial Stormtroopers that have really good cover over here as well, so that's going to be a fight that lasts for a while. AT-AT, oh, taking some big, beefy HE shots back this way, leaving some serious craters around. One MP40 trooper still alive over here, still firing away. Pretty impressive stuff, the World War II defense. If we look at the minimap right now, blue are World War II Stormtroopers left alive, red are Imperial Stormtroopers. The Imperial Stormtroopers are a lot more condensed, which is definitely not a good thing for them, but I would say they still have a ton of soldiers left alive, ready to push out. Red are dead Imperial Stormtroopers, yellow are dead World War II Stormtroopers, and still having this AT-AT is huge for them. It looks like this ITT is still alive, as well as this one over here, though I'm not sure they're going to end up really doing all that much for the rest of the battle. We'll just have to find out as this thing goes on. Let's go into fully normal speed now. More Panzerfaust shots coming in, trying to hit some of this infantry. They are going pretty wide. Ooh, that one came very close, but still no dice. So killing those Panzerfaust troopers probably going to be a priority for the Imperial Stormtroopers here. These guys have some very good cover on this side of the battlefield, so that is BEA beautiful, but as do the World War II Germans inside of this trench here, who are helping to keep this fight alive. And it seriously helps that they are Panzer Grenadiers who have a little bit more health than your standard World War II German. Wow! Imperial Stormtrooper getting hit hard by a Panzerfaust rocket right there, going down. More of these troopers on this little wooden blockade that they've set up here are starting to die, but they've still got a solid number of troopers over here, and they're still getting shots off. So it seems like they're still doing A-okay for the time being, at the very least over here. And they've still got that Veteran Tiger, which will be very helpful, and this AA gun. Oh, there's a Pak-38 over here still alive. It seems to be causing some chaos as mass explosions hit over here. I am guessing it is using HE right now. AT-AT up there could have also caused that. I'm not entirely sure. No, it's firing back here more or less. Oh! Finally, Imperial Stormtroopers clap back with rocket shots of their own over that way. We've got a lot of guerrilla warfare fighting going on across the battlefield from these World War II Germans, set up on random barricades and in the grass and things like that. It makes it very hard for the Imperials to focus on one singular group of troopers to fire at. There's a lot more going on the battlefield than just one solid defense line to focus on. Again, a lot more guerrilla warfare in general. A lot of Stormtroopers back there focusing on these guys, though. They only have one Panzer Grenadier, so a relatively weaker unit over this way. If the AT-AT just pivoted and fired into him, it could kill it super easily, but AT-ATs are not the greatest in this mod overall. They tend to derp up a lot. Right now it does have 10 kills and 1 vehicle kill, so it is doing well. It has gotten a lot of kills. Oh, here comes one of the ITTs. It's got 3 kills right there. This one's dead over here. There's one more left alive. Oh, this one's pushed up as well, getting 5 infantry kills and 1 vehicle kill. So that's pretty interesting. I'm guessing the vehicle kill was either one of these tank destroyers or a pack gun or SFH or something like that, because they are not the most capable of dealing damage to heavier tanks. I doubt it could take out a Veteran Tiger or anything along those lines. Couple of Germans isolated over here defending a little well right now. Got to keep that water supply alive. And how about the SFH itself? Way back here, still alive, still has ammo, and it's got 22 infantry kills under its belt. This thing, it hasn't been a crazy powerhouse, now 23 kills, but it has whittled down the enemy army a decent amount. It has done its job exceptionally well. ITT over here getting close and personal, and those are AA shots it's firing, so they have a slight explosive capability to them, which is pretty good. Not quite strong enough to blow up this wall, but strong enough to cause some splash damage to the defenders. Look at that. German takes cover inside of that blown out house right there, and this thing is trying to get an angle on it, but as you can see, its navigation is just not up to par. There we go, gets another kill on a Panzerfaust trooper right there, high value target, and now it's shooting down this line of fencing over here and kills another Panzer Grenadier over that way. Now it's starting to cruise over here. Let's see if it does some serious damage. It gets hit by a rocket, but that's not going to slow it down at all right now. pushing through, causing chaos for the German lines. Hit by another rocket. It is on fire now, so that might be it for it. Oh, yeah, it is it for it, but a naval trooper gets out, throws a thermal. Oh, that could have been huge, but they rebounded it back so quickly. That ITT went on a crazy run right there. Really, really nice. AT-AT still alive. Right now, you can look at the minimap at the top left. Blue are Stormtroopers left alive. Red are World War II Stormtroopers left alive. Wow, this guy has 4 kills and 1 vehicle kill. That's pretty impressive. Any of these guys have major kills? Not really. This guy's got 2. That's not too bad. This guy's got 1. This guy's got 1. Okay, a few kills between these guys over here, so that's decent. They're at least doing something, but no crazy kills. Right now, we have a large pocket of maybe like 25 Stormtroopers over here, and then another pocket of maybe like 20 Stormtroopers and the AT-AT over this way. All of the ITTs, from what I can tell, are dead. The AT-AT teetering as it's about to trip over a flak gun, but it saves itself. It's still firing from where it is, so it's still a decent position for it, but it's really going to be up to the infantry of the Stormtrooper Army to actually win this thing in the long run right now. This is a good path that the ITT paved for them. If they just kill 1 or 2 more Panzer Grenadiers over here, they can run a sweet flank, because all of this area is already dead, so they just push over here and then push immediately to the right. Obviously, they'll have this bunker system to deal with, which could be pretty deadly, but they can run some nice flanks on like the SDK over here and the Panzer back that way. So, could be a decent play, but for now, they're just sort of stuck fighting with Panzer Grenadiers. Over here, these guys are hard locked into this fight right now, exchanging fire with the enemy, but not really getting any of the hits they truly need to advance forward. Same with these guys over here who have mostly gone quiet. Has that Pak-38 died? No, the Pak-38 is still alive. All of these troopers, save for 1, have died, and there's a couple more troops over here. It is looking like an Imperial Stormtrooper L so far, but it's not over until it's over. Why don't we go ahead and do a little time lapse here? I'll leave the icons on for the Imperials because they're a little harder to see on the left side, but each icon is a different Imperial trooper, and then on the right you can more clearly see the Wehrmacht and the Panzer Grenadiers and stuff like that in that trench and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and check it out and see what happens. Dang, boys, 10 minutes have passed, and Stormtroopers are just not pushing forward. I think they've taken a few more losses than the World War II Stormtroopers at this point. Let's go ahead and group up these guys, and then we'll leave the AT-AT where it is, because it's still getting kills. 16 kills, 1 vehicle kill, not too bad. And let's just fast forward a little bit here. Really start cooking a little bit, you know? Because, oh, nice shots, AT-AT. Oh, those guys got back up. Well, a couple of them stayed down, so at least there's that. But yeah, the infantry seems very hesitant to push forward. They do not want to go into this German-occupied territory one bit, it seems. So that's why it's taking so long. But squatting them up should make them at least push forward together, and the AT-AT seems to still be firing at its position, so that's good. So we'll continue another time-lapse watching the Germans over here and see if they die. Another 5 minutes have passed here, and honestly, the Stormtroopers aren't going anywhere. There's still these guys here. We'll just let it ride and see if they do end up pushing. I'll give it another like 10 minutes before we just force them in, but I think this is a World War II victory this time around. Alright, been another 5 minutes. These guys haven't moved a muscle. So we'll just walk them in. I did not double click them in, but they're still not firing. I literally just walked them in and they did the double click. I don't know why. They died. I swear, you could have probably heard it on the thing. I only clicked once. I don't know why they didn't fire at all. Whatever. World War II would have won anyway. Yeah, they did very well. I think if the ATSTs had made it like past this line, Stormtroopers would have definitely won. But they died really early on. There was like 10 of them, so they should have been able to do a bit more. Also, if this AT-AT hadn't died, that would have been huge. This one's just stuck, so rip. Either way, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.